In this interesting episode, we are talking about the three following interesting things. Number one, Eric Tinkler says we will protest the decision to replay the match against Kyle Chiefs. Number two, Jessica Motaung says we are being targeted by the PSL as Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. Number three, John Comitis says there has been a breach of law in connection to this Kaizer Chiefs saga. Together with PSL, somebody has violated the law, so they will take drastic measures to prevent all this situation from proceeding, because it is a shame to the PSL. So I'm gonna give you more about that. So if you are interested, then why don't you subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section below, because to do that it is free of charge. Now let's jump into the video itself. So we're gonna first have to start with Mr. Eric Tinkler. You'll remember that not long ago I actually gave you a video where Mr. Tinkler was calling Kaizer Chiefs fools, and somebody says no, it's just a figure of speech, but I did not think so. But now Eric Tinkler's got this to say: the Chiefs game won't even think about that because that's not in my mind, says Tinkler. That I will leave to the chairman, but I know we have to put in a protest against that. So whether that game will take place or not, it's not for me right now. I don't even think about it. I think about the next game, which is Sundowns. Okay. Very interesting. So he doesn't even think about it. He doesn't even. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be interesting, because if he doesn't come to the game, or if Captain City doesn't pitch it to the game, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna create a very interesting thing, because now you will be deducted points against. In this case, it is Kaizer Chiefs being deducted a point. So they are fighting that. So if Captain City doesn't pitch up, so the case is level. I don't know. I'm just wishing that Captain City will do that if they think that they can manage this better than anybody else. But let's jump into Jessica Motaung. Let's see what the media and what director, marketing director, sorry, yeah, that's the right word to address the lady. Yeah, she's been doing very well, by the way, in the marketing field, so we need to respect her, pay attention. I mean, we need to pay some respect to this this black woman who's doing exceptionally well in the marketing department at Kaizer Chiefs. But without further ado, let's jump right into the statement, what Jessica Motaung had got to say. So she has got this to say: this whole situation with the case is one that I'm just quite baffled about here in South Africa. First of all, we all know that the rules of the game and the fact that the arbitration is supposed to be final and binding. So I'm quite surprised. It's actually quite shocking, and that is starting having our football governed through the courts. That will be a pity. I'm hoping that there will be some reasonable engagement around that. Obviously, we are very clear in the direction that we took, and we will love to play the games, and that's just very disappointing. We say we are a rules-based organization, then we stick to our rules. That's a question. I'm saddened by all the sudden that there are certain cases coming up against us. But you know that at the end of the day, we are a club. We will focus on ourselves and we will do the job. But I just think that there has to be a leadership introspection to say, where are we going as South African football? We are going to a country, or as a country, in terms of our football, to make sure that we don't focus on it is a personal or picking on a specific clubs, or making sure that the game is locked properly after. That's a question. For us, we are glad that the arbitration is on our side, and we hope that sanity will prevail. And I know that the case is subsidized, so I'm not going into further details. I just feel it's some of the things that I have started to surface. It's just like we are as Chiefs being targeted. I'm not sure, but I can say is that we all focus and make sure that we will represent this league and what football has been for this country, and with distinction, says Motaung. Now, John Comitis, on the other hand, guys, feels that there's been a breach of law. So I don't know what that breach of law says, according to Mr. John Comitis. Oh my God! This case, guys, is gonna drag longer. But okay, he says that he feels that regrettably it has been brought to our attention that circular number 16 of the National Soccer League has become a public document, which leaves no alternative but to declare that we distance ourselves from its context. Right, if you go down, it's this whole saga of Kaizer Chiefs. That's the long and short of it. So now, guys, what's your take? But Jessica Motaung says we feel like as Kaizer Chiefs brand we are being targeted by the PSL. Number 2, what's your take about Eric Tinkler says we will protest that game? What type of form of protest do you see? Because like I said, if they had to protest this in a sense that they don't pitch up in the stadium, wow, they've just lost the case. That's accurate to me, because if you look at the PSL rules and everything, for them, they wouldn't have a reason why they did not pitch up in the game. But for Kaizer Chiefs, the reason is the COVID-19. So you see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a little bit interesting to see. But nevertheless, guys, let's talk in the comment section below. Until next episode, take care.